Welcome to Pompeii. The sky darkens. The ground begins to shake. It is 79 CE, and this is Pompeii's last day. To set up, separate out the resource and rest cards and place each set face up on their location with their matching playing piece. Place the event and trivia cards face down next to the board, along with the favour tokens and Ionic columns. Place the 4 gate tiles around the board with one in the centre of each side. Shuffle the volcano tiles and lay them out around the board face down. Use as many sides of the board as there are players. For 2 players, use 2 sides like this, 3 players, 3 sides like this, and 4 players, all 4 sides like this. For a 2-player game, remove any reverse turn direction tiles. To set up the volcano, put the base in the middle of the board, slot the middle pieces together and put them in the base, then take the side pieces and lean them in. The aim of Escape from Pompeii is to earn the favour of the gods and escape before Mt Vesuvius erupts. To earn the gods' favour, take resources to their temples. To escape, you must exit via one of the gates before the last volcano tile is turned. Out of the players who manage to escape, the player with the most favour tokens wins. Choose a playing piece and start in the matching building. The eldest player begins. On each turn, roll the dice, resolve any steps triggered by the space you end on, then turn over a volcano tile. You can move in any direction, but you must move the full number rolled unless entering a building. You must enter a building through the marked doorway, pick up a card, and your turn ends there. You may move through a temple, but if you want to exchange your resources for favour tokens, you must stop there. Favour tokens are specific to certain temples. Refer to each resource card for how much it's worth and which temple to take it to. Resource cards can be placed back onto their original location after exchanging for tokens. If you land on an event square, pick up an event card and follow the instructions. Event cards can be good or bad and may affect you or other players. However, rest cards can help you avoid negative events. If you land on a trivia square, ask another player to read a trivia card to you. If you answer correctly, you may roll 1 extra die. If you land on the same square as another player, you must dice duel. Each roll 1 die. The player with a higher number gets to move that many squares. Dice duels can only happen in the streets and not in the buildings. Don't forget to turn over a volcano tile at the end of your go. These may have different effects. Any bonuses or consequences affect the next player. Cracked tiles turn 1 space into 2. Once all the volcano tiles have been turned over, that's the end of the game. Towards the end of the game, head towards one of the gates to escape from Pompeii. Remember, you only have until the last tile is turned. Out of the players who've managed to escape, the player with the most favour tokens wins. You must have made it out for your favour tokens to count. The losing player may erupt Vesuvius. On the board, there are 4 resource buildings: the Fullery, the Bakery, the Villa, and the Thermopolium. Here you collect resources to take to the temples. Bread and cloth go to the Temple of Isis, wine and money to the Temple of Jupiter. Refer to each card for how much they are worth. There are also 2 rest buildings, the Baths and the Amphitheatre. You can use cards collected here to avoid the effects of an event card. If an event card causes a space to be blocked, use an Ionic column to represent this. Some volcano tiles are blank, whereas others have bonuses or consequences for the next player. This allows the next player to choose if they would like to roll one of the dice again. Before the next player's turn, they may jump 2 squares in whichever direction they choose. The next player takes 2 turns, one after the other, only flipping 1 volcano tile at the end. The next player may only roll 1 die. The turn passes to the player on the other side of you and continues in that direction. Remove these tiles for a 2-player game. The next player automatically gets a 12 without having to roll the dice. Cracked tiles may be placed on any square on the board, making 1 space into 2. As the game goes on, the board becomes more difficult to traverse. When the last tile is turned, the game ends. So use your time wisely And remember, fortune favours the bold.